Part 4 of the CV2 endgame tutorial, Dracula's Eye, aka Death Mansion. So optimally, but frame perfect. And that's the punishment right there, if you miss it. But if you get it, that's how it should look. That's something that is a little bit more world record strats. It's pretty inconsistent because you need to do both those whips, and both of them have to pretty much be frame perfect. And you saw the punishment for it. So this is what people normally do. If you're gonna go for the optimal strat there, that's for like sub 33, sub 34 time. Even in world record attempts, I don't see it used that frequently. So I wouldn't necessarily waste time trying to learn it. Right, so this screen right here, optimally, you actually want to land on that bridge there, still failed, sort of. That's the normal way of doing it, pretty much. But you can land on the bridge. Like so. Or even, if you wanted to. Yeah, you could do something like that. It's really up to you and what you feel more comfortable with. I didn't practice this a whole hell of a lot when I started out. Double kill, try to learn that, try to learn this. But again, it really comes down to what do you personally feel secured about. This portion is, as you see me do right now, there's a lot of small optimizations that can be done for time saves. It's an area definitely if you want to start cutting down time for really low times. This is an area to do so. It's generally something I would not waste time on too much starting out. But this is probably a lot of time loss you will experience from top runners in comparison when you start out and wonder, okay, where can I earn time? This is a good place to start with that. So for this one, don't stand too close here, jumping to the next screen. And many people starting out actually do forget about that skeleton and they sort of, oh shit. So there's a lot of memorization that needs to be done. So generally, maybe jump off from here, land here. And that works pretty well. This also pretty tricky if you want to get the optimized way. You see the wolf jump there, fortunately. But if that doesn't happen, you'll have to crouch. I don't know what determines this value, to be honest with you. But you would have to crouch kill him, like so. But optimally, he should be jumping. But I'm not really sure what determines that, to be honest with you. Going in here, we want to equip the rib. You can either jump over this or kill this guy right here. It's up to you. The reason we equip the rib, aka the shield, is because of this guy. 1, 2, click, 1, 2. There we go. Easy peasy. We are earning experience again on this screen onwards. We will level up at 150. 1, 2. Don't kill anything unnecessarily for the level up, just keep pushing, keep pushing. 1, 2. So we got the level up there. That's actually not necessarily optimized. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna try to get a different RNG on that, because that was a little bit too early even for me. If it happens, but goddamn RNG. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait on that one. Thank you. And this is the reason we want to level up in this split rather than the last one. It's simply because you lose a lot of damage here in this swamp. And that level up will restore your health. So in many cases, you will get a heart of one of those enemies in the swamp there, which will restore your health. And if that happens, that's fine, that's great. Optimally, you might actually get a level up here, which is probably the best because that is after a swamp, so you will pretty much have full HP going into the next expansion. Now the hitboxes on these are huge, so if you stand here, whoops, I'm dead. That actually did happen on one of my runs, because I did have as little HP as I do right now coming off from the swamp. I actually did die there. So play them safe, kill them from distance if you have to. You can also optimally, but it is a little bit trickier to get that down, but it can be done. Gotta equip the heart here, that's a red dot right there. Speak with this boy right here. And also, if you remember the speed boosts from before on the Tetris blocks in water, there's actually a possibility here too. There we go. And of course, don't die. And I, for myself, actually need that level up right now going in for Death Mansion. I kinda would need 2 hearts here, please. That's not enough. I'm actually, for the sake of safety stress right now, I'm just gonna level up here. There we go. Generally, you don't want to waste time there, trying to just get the level up, but for the sake of the tutorial, I choose to. But otherwise, I would have just killed me on the spikes here, because I probably would not have had enough health for this night. Yeah, because I take less damage now because of the level up, so he would have dealt 2 damage there. So he would have killed me, which means that I waste time going up the stairs, got bad pattern, got damaged by him, which spawns me down the stairs again, so I have to go up the stairs again. So I probably would have killed myself on the spikes just to save a little bit of time. But he's completely already that boy. I would personally never wait on him, I would just go at him and just kill him. That was a bad kill, mind you. And that time I got lucky. But I wouldn't wait on the stairs, I would just go at it. Can whip kill that boy. Good pattern on that. Depending on your health situation, heart situation, you can take damage boosts here, you can jump over enemies, you can do really what you want, depending on your situation. The only thing I will touch upon is that we're gonna get 2 stakes in here, which will be a total cost of 100. We need a total of at least 90 hearts for the next mansion, just to have a reasonably easy time there. This is the final part of the game. Before that we actually have a decent chance of getting hearts. Each enemy here takes 2 hits to kill, with the exception of some taking 1, I believe. In the next mansion, everyone will take 8 hits. You do the math on how long it takes to kill each enemy. This is the last spot to actually get hearts. Now generally, we never grind here. If we have bad hearts, that's just a bad run. Straight up, we never waste time grinding. But starting out, that's something you could maybe do if you want to feel a little bit safer. Right, but depending on your horse situation, all of it, you might want to try to kill more of the enemies inside here rather than taking damage boosts, jumping over, because hearts is gonna be a huge factor coming up. But I also don't go out of my way to actually collect them. Equip the rib, kill that boy, reset the stairs if you got the damage. Don't do any funny business, and we're set for a drop. Bam. Make sure you don't screw that over, because if you do, it's hella bad. Like I do here. And I can't seem to get it. I do wonder why. That was slow, but we got it. If you do miss it, you're gonna have to, one way or another, get down here. That's pretty smooth. Should probably equip the holy water for the shits of it. You can get it back up here by touching the stairs. Jump up, jump straight up, and you can do it again. Boom. Alternatively, and this is the issue many people do if they screw it up. They don't do that back up, they just go down here. And then they realize, oh fuck, he's gonna damage me on the spikes, isn't he? Okay, I need to toss the holy water. Fuck, this is taking forever. Shit, I'm just gonna whip it. God damn it, motherfuck. Okay, you get the idea. It's shit. So honestly, if you do miss the backup, just touch the stairs, jump back up, just do a straight jump, and just try it again. And kill him for an easy heart. And that's how you do it. That's the best way to do it. Here, I mean, the general idea is to like stun him with the holy water from afar. Just jump down and whip him. I never waste the time, I just take the damage. It's really up to you. That was a bad pattern. Because I took 2 damage here. But it's up to you. You can toss the holy water or just jump down directly. Again, it depends on your HP situation. Get the oak stick. Kill the boy. Now, here we're gonna do a drop. Touch the third stair. You can touch the second. You can touch the first. You can touch the fifth. But whatever you do, make sure to at least touch the third staircase. Absolutely touch it. You have to. Don't ask questions, just do it. Just jump over, drop down, jump up, drop down, jump up, straight jump. Don't forget that straight jump. And do the drop. Bam. Well, this looks fun, doesn't it? Cheers. Bam. Woohoo! Death. Alright, you saw the bullshit that I had to go through there just to get there. Now, there's a better method for that. If I can just nail it. It's a 3-frame trick. But you can see how much of that map you skip if you get it. You can see Simon sort of like, you can see him touch invisible ground like twice. 1, 2. You can hear it, you can see it. The idea is, as soon as you make the drop, just hold right and press jump. And you need to press it pretty much within 3 frames of you hearing him make that animation. But if you do it on the first animation, we're gonna see if we can actually time this. This is not easy without any software to slow time down. But if you do it on the first one, you will just die. Like so. It's honestly, it's risk-free. The only time that really happens is if you forget about it completely, or if you, for some reason, is just full-on adrenaline or panicking, or yeah, and you just press way too soon. It's just easy to avoid. It's never a factor, honestly. You should just be able to, bam, you know. And if you fail it, you fail it, and it's just a little bit of time loss. But generally, it's not like I'm gonna risk dying. So I would definitely go for it. Spend time practicing this. I'm a little bit rusty right now. Just gonna see if I can actually get in there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say, okay, we got it. Right. So Death has two patterns, basically. It's a 50-50 chance if he's gonna fuck you over completely. One is, yeah, this one you see here. He's pretty good, I can do whatever the fuck I want. The other one is if he is choose to hover a little bit more in air, like he does there, he's going like up and down a little bit more. Which screws me over time-wise, but it's also just a little bit more is pattern-wise too. Most cases you'll get a good pattern. You can still get him regardless. It's just if it works with you, it's nice. It helps you. So be sure you have the holy water equipped. I was gonna showcase. Hopefully, it's a bad showcase, but that's how you do it. That's a quick kill. And the idea is like there. That's pretty much it. Try to aim at his feet with the holy water on the utmost edge of his feet. That's the kill. And by God, be sure to collect this knife. You don't need it for completing the game, but yeah, get it. Get it. That's the gold dagger. You can see I have 38 hearts. Costs... interesting. That should cost heart usage. Why is it not costing hearts? That is... Oh, it's because I have the infinite code on right now. I have a game Unicode right now doing the tutorial. Generally, I think it's 2 heart cost for each dagger toss. So be mindful of that. If you're gonna use it, it's gonna cost hearts. Right, alternatively also, you can whip kill him. But it is like you have to be very fast in doing so. There we go. It can be done. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's a game-to-game case for each individual, really. What you feel like you want to do the most, what works for you. Also, if you don't get him, like on the first toss here, I mean, you can just, like, something like that. That's what I like to do. Otherwise, like, something I found working pretty reasonably well is just take 1 damage there. Try to get the damage boost off him from one of the scythe. Do not touch the body. The body is... it completely wrecks you on damage. The body is horrible. The projectiles are pretty decent. So if you don't want to do what I do, you can just take like 1 damage boost and it pretty much gives you the space needed to try to kill him that way. Alternatively, something you can just keep doing as well as the bad pattern, you can just try to spam it, but you need to sort of learn the timing for how to. And you still need to sort of see if I can get a good showcase. There's no really like 101 guarantee, like this is how you do it, this is how you beat death. It's just an individual question. See? I don't know what else to say, honestly. There's no really, this is the way how to do it. Everyone have their own thing. There are several ways about it that you can do, that I just showcased. Try to find something that works for you. Ultimately, you do want to learn a quick kill. You do not want to whip him. It is really not at all that hard. It looks fancy. It's not at all hard. Consistency is the good question though. But definitely learn it. Equip the oak stake. Collect the thing. Split your timer. Now, the boss will spawn back, but just ignore him. Completely just ignore him. Equip the dagger. And it's worth mentioning, we are not generally, as a whole, gonna use the holy water anymore. We're pretty much just gonna use the dagger. Kill the bat, collect the heart. Kill the blob, collect the heart. Speedrun wise also right now, and this is another game-to-game case. You see, I have 40 hearts right now. That's pretty bad. I want to be up to almost like 80, 90 right now, generally going out. I've been very, very unfortunate. So the dagger does have longer reach, essentially, because it can reach targets faster than I can maybe necessarily, you know, with my whip. But the downside is the heart cost. Again, I have the game Unicode on right now for the sake of the tutorial. But it is 2 in cost for each dagger toss. So if you do have a lot of hearts, you could toss it from afar and earn a couple of frames, generally, just instead of whip killing enemies. So here, for instance, I would either, because I cannot just simply climb the stairs here, boom. Normally I would just have to kill him as such. But if I have like a shit ton of hearts, for instance, I could just do something like that and just push through. Same here, I could just keep walking. Or I could just whip kill. It just depends on your situation. See if this actually allows me right now. No, I actually need to grind right now. Thank you, game. That's really bad heart luck, not being able to afford that. That should just never happen. I am really behind on the hearts, honestly. So in my case, for instance, here, I would never use the dagger in expansion because I need hearts badly. But if you do have a lot of them, you could start using it a lot more frequently. So I grind a little bit of hearts here because I do need an oak stake. I need one more. You should never be in need of actually grinding that though. That is just me right now. But get the oak stake, it's very important. You must get it. Right, so how to exit this mansion? We're actually not gonna take the same path. We are gonna do a clip through a wall, and this is not a invisible wall by any means. I mean, you cannot normally by any means break it. Everything here is solid. Or one would think it is. Magic. I know, right? It's fun. So the idea is that we go up the stairs, right? And get here. And then start jumping. Don't mash, just time your jumps. But do start jumping every time you land on the ground. See, I actually missed the timing there, which means that I can't go through. It's really not at all hard, but you just gotta get used to the timing. I actually missed it again. That is very uncommon. Generally, the idea is just to keep jumping, and you should be fine. It's actually really easy. If you, for whatever reason, were to screw it up, and the screen is here, you need to drop down here, and you need to drop to this knight here in order to reset the camera, and then you can try it again. See? Easy peasy. There is... I will just gently touch the topic, but you can optimize this. But it is risky, and if you do screw it up, you're gonna have to reset it again, and it will cost a lot of time, as you saw. But there is such a thing as an optimized run here. I probably will not be able to get it, but I will gently touch the topic. And you can see... pretty much there is the visual cue, no more than that. I think if you can see the blocks up there. So instead of just spamming the jump button, you want to jump up during that visual cue. And you don't have to slowly scroll the camera on screen. There you can just straight up wait for the camera and just bam, do it in one jump. And that's the optimal way of doing it. But the risk of, like, if you just go like that much further or something, you're done and you're gonna have to reset it again. It's so risky that not even world record holders would go for it. And I don't even dare. Yeah, the timing for that is uncanny. I just mention it, but definitely I would never go for it in an actual run. I cannot even remotely. But it's there. For those who are interested, you can do it. And then just proceed. This one is completely invisible. You can just drop down here. Don't be afraid of that skeleton. You can just skip him entirely. Either jump past this one or just kill him. Drop down. It's a bad blob kill. We get to showcase that again. Great. See if we can touch that blob topic a little bit more in detail. Guess I should have had him. Alright, so what are you gonna give me? One of those again. That's how you do it. See, it's gonna be the same pattern? No. Okay, so that's how you do. With that blob, that was both patterns. Awesome. Touch the stairs, jump up, pop your head once, do the drop. Easy peasy. Bad RNG. Bam. That's how you do it. Try to do what I did, like jump off, I don't know, like from here with the dagger in the same jump. Try not to just waste time just doing that. Just do it from here, boom. Jump up. And the other thing I can say also is that can happen. So just jump pretty much like from here or something. It's not like pixel perfect or anything like that. Just okay. So the first 3 blocks are solid. I don't even know. That's how little I give. I just pretty much get up here and just jump off right away. There's a lot of leeway. If you stand on the 3rd one, you'll make it across, obviously. But if you stand from the 2nd one, you're good. And even if you stand on the 3rd one, like half here or something, yeah, you're still good. So there's a lot of leeway. So that is Deathmatch, and it is very technical, is all I can say. A lot of things can go wrong. Trying to get everything in one run is very tricky. Horsemanship is one thing. You're not expected to get the double drop every time. You're not expected to get the quick warp every time. But Deathmatch generally, you should be able to get everything. But to do so in one run, that's the trick. And that is gonna make or break a good time for your run generally. And I have 66 hearts. We are gonna use dagger on the next part as well, before the blob. So I'm actually behind. I would say the ideal run probably would have 100 hearts still intact after this. But that is just RNG. I would not grind for it. The grinding would just be an unnecessary time loss. If I absolutely wanted to, though, I would have to do it in this expansion. But generally, we don't. We just accept it for a bad run and try to get the best we can. But for a good run, and we're talking really good runs here, you want to at least have 100 hearts here. Right, that is pretty much it for the Reckless Eye. It's very technical. A lot of the times you're gonna fuck up something, either with the experience level up, probably take a death inside here, probably gonna have to reset the death boss room a couple times, probably gonna miss the drop into him. A lot of things can happen. This is a really rough split. This is a really rough part right here, and you're gonna have to spend a lot of time practicing this mansion straight up. The experience level up will screw you over a lot as a beginner, and I know I spent my time grinding to try to have hearts close enough to the level up during the actual swamp itself when I started out. Honestly, I would not recommend it. The general rule is just for the experience level up there, just keep going. Don't think twice about trying to grind up for some hearts or anything, just keep going. Obviously, if you know you don't have the health to cross that swamp, just take the death and keep going from there. But that is Death Mansion. Spend a lot of time to this, practice this, and good luck, that's all I can say.